India, a nation long focused on strengthening its strategic military capabilities, has taken a giant leap forward in 2026. The Indian air defense system, once limited to aging Soviet-era equipment and limited indigenous capabilities, has undergone a dramatic transformation. With cutting-edge indigenous systems, strategic international collaborations, and a renewed emphasis on multi-layered defense, India is now positioning itself as a global leader in air defense technology. Let's explore what makes the 2026 version of India's air defense system one of the most formidable in the world today. India's air defense strategy is built around a multi-tiered shield that protects its skies from a wide range of threats, be it low-flying drones, high-altitude ballistic missiles, or fast-flying fighter jets. This comprehensive network is now anchored by a series of interconnected and highly advanced systems that work together to detect, track, and neutralize incoming aerial threats. At the core of this transformation is the integration of three primary components: long-range, mid-range, and short-range air defense systems. Each tier is critical for creating a robust umbrella of protection that guards key military, industrial, and civilian infrastructure. In 2026, one of the standout developments has been the operational deployment of the S-400 Triumph system, procured from Russia. 5 full regiments of the S-400 have been fully deployed across strategic locations in India, especially along the western and northern borders. These regiments have significantly enhanced India's capability to shoot down hostile aircraft, cruise missiles, and even intermediate-range ballistic missiles up to 400 kilometers away. The S-400 is known for its powerful radar systems that can track hundreds of targets simultaneously. Coupled with its various types of missiles, are each optimized for different altitudes and range, so the S-400 provides an impenetrable shield against most airborne threats. In combat exercises held in early 2026, these systems demonstrated an interception success rate of over 90% against high-speed targets simulating advanced enemy aircraft and missiles. However, India has not relied solely on foreign technology. A major milestone in 2026 is the full-scale deployment of the indigenous Akash-NG, new generation, system. This next-generation surface-to-air missile system is a game-changer. With a range of up to 70 kilometers, the Akash-NG offers faster reaction times, improved accuracy, and better mobility compared to its predecessor. Built by DRDO and Bharat Dynamics Limited, the Akash-NG is now being deployed with both the Indian Air Force and the Indian Army. One of the key upgrades includes the use of an AESA radar, providing enhanced target acquisition and fire control. The system has been designed to intercept fighter jets, cruise missiles, and UAVs, giving commanders more flexibility on the battlefield. In 2026, DRDO has also unveiled and begun trials of the XM, or Extra Long Range Surface-to-Air Missile System. This ambitious program aims to fill the gap between the Akash system and the S-400, offering a strike range between 250 to 350 kilometers. Once fully operational, the XM will provide India with the capability to shoot down stealth fighters and incoming missiles at extreme distances, giving the country a critical advantage. But India's air defense upgrade doesn't stop at just missiles. Another key development in 2026 is the strengthening of the ballistic missile defense (BMD) system. India's two-layered BMD shield has now been declared fully operational in selected cities like New Delhi and Mumbai, with expansion plans for other major urban and military centers. The Phase 1 BMD includes the Prithvi Air Defense, BAD, for high-altitude interception and the Advanced Air Defense, AD, for lower-altitude threats. With real-time data sharing between the two layers, India now has the ability to track and destroy ballistic missiles outside and within the atmosphere. In a live-fire exercise conducted earlier this year, a simulated enemy missile was tracked by the Swordfish radar at over 1,500 kilometers and successfully intercepted at 120 kilometers altitude. This demonstrated India's readiness to counter both conventional and nuclear missile threats. Now let's talk about another crucial piece of the puzzle: radar and sense networks. India's ability to detect threats early is fundamental to the success of its air defense strategy. In 2026, the Indian military has invested heavily in expanding its radar coverage, especially in high-altitude regions like Ladakh and Arunachal Pradesh. New mobile and fixed radar stations equipped with state-of-the-art 3D surveillance radars like the Azalshore Mk1 and Mk2, Rohini, and Arudra are now operational. These radars provide comprehensive situational awareness and real-time tracking of both manned and unmanned threats. In addition, India is deploying neutralize, airborne early warning and control, aircraft in greater numbers. These flying radar platforms extend the surveillance reach of the Indian Air Force far beyond the country's borders. A second-generation Netra system is currently under development and promises better range, faster data processing, and integration with satellite assets. Speaking of satellites, India's air defense system in 2026 is also supported by space-based surveillance, using both military and dual-use satellites. ISRO's constellation of RISAT, radar imaging satellite, and IMISAT series satellites offer near real-time data on enemy troop movement, missile launches, and hostile aircraft activity. Integration is key in any modern air defense network, and India has made significant progress in this area through the Integrated Air Command and Control System, IACS. This system serves as the brain of India's air defense, linking all radar stations, ground-based missile batteries, fighter squadrons, and surveillance aircraft into one real-time command structure. The IACS allows Indian commanders to instantly identify threats, assess risk levels, and launch appropriate responses within seconds. In 2026, this system has been enhanced with AI-assisted decision-making tools, reducing the response time even further and minimizing human error. India has also focused on drone defense, which is a growing concern for every military today. The 2026 upgrades include anti-drone systems developed by DRDO and private companies. These systems use a mix of RF jammers, directed energy weapons, and kinetic interceptors to neutralize hostile drones. In high-risk zones like Jammu Kashmir and Punjab, these anti-drone systems have already proven their worth by disabling multiple enemy UAVs trying to breach Indian airspace. These platforms are now being widely deployed across border areas and critical installations. One of the standout features of India's air defense system in 2026 is the use of directed energy weapons, DRDOs. DRDO's laser-based air defense systems, still in advanced testing stages, have successfully demonstrated the ability to shoot down drones and low-flying targets using focused energy beams. Although not yet widely deployed, DRDOs represent the future of low-cost, high-efficiency air defense, and India is at the forefront of this technology. Additionally, India is collaborating with Israel, France, and the United States to co-develop or acquire niche technologies. One example is the AI Barak 8 system, which is already deployed on Indian naval ships and land platforms. In 2026, the Barak variant, with extended range and dual-seeker capability, has entered service, giving India yet another edge in intercepting multiple targets in dense threat environments. India's defence public sector and private industry have also stepped up in 2026. Companies like Bharat Electronics Limited, Bell, Tata Advanced Systems, and Larsen & Toubro are playing an increasingly important role in manufacturing radars, launchers, and software components. Private sector participation has allowed India to not only scale up production but also reduce costs and push innovation faster. Indigenous content in new systems has risen dramatically, an important win for the Atmanirbhar Bharat or Self-Reliant India campaign. Despite all this progress, challenges remain. India still faces gaps in hypersonic defense. While research is underway on hypersonic interceptors and kill vehicles, a fully deployable system is still a few years away. Meanwhile, adversaries are already testing hypersonic cruise missiles that can outmaneuver current defenses. To address this, DRDO is working on a project called Project Aditya, aimed at building a hypersonic missile defense shield. In 2026, the first phase of this project has shown promise, with tracking radars successfully following mock hypersonic targets at Mach 6+. The Indian Air Defence Force in 2026 is also focusing on cyber security and electronic warfare. In a modern battlefield, even the best air defense systems can be rendered useless if communications are jammed or control systems are hacked. India's Cyber Command is now actively working to safeguard all air defense assets, incorporating quantum encryption and hardened communication links. As we look to the future, India is planning the development of AI-powered air defense drones or autonomous systems that can hunt and destroy enemy UAVs and cruise missiles without direct human control. These platforms, currently in testing, will be integrated into the IAF's air defense doctrine by 2028. So what does this all mean? India in 2026 is no longer playing catch-up. It has created a formidable air defense architecture, one that is modern, layered, responsive, and increasingly indigenous. From ballistic missile interceptors to anti-drone lasers, from S-400s to Akash-NG, from radar networks to AI-driven command centers, so India's skies are now guarded by some of the most advanced systems in the world. And as technology evolves, India is preparing to stay ahead of the curve. The message is clear: India is ready. The Indian skies are secure. And any threat from above will be met with power, precision, and overwhelming force.